There's somewhat of a sadness to being home for the holidays. I drive the roads that used to be every day for me, and I reminisce. I'm brought back to the feeling of driving home late after school or practice. I'm brought back to feelings of friendship, people I used to see all day, every day, but now see maybe twice a year, if that. I think about old crushes, old hopes that were unfulfilled and still haven't been. I think about back then, when I had little idea of what was coming for me and only some idea of who I was. The overwhelming feeling of growing up. How nothing changed day to day, but where I am now is nowhere near where I was then, so something must have changed. I just don't know when. And yet laying in my childhood bed, it is almost as if maybe nothing really did change. Almost. Yet I know in a few weeks I'll be whisked back to Boston, back to the big city, for the final semester of a college experience I can't believe is almost over. And suddenly I feel the exact same as I felt senior year of high school, falling asleep to the same questions on repeat in my head. Where am I going to be next year? What am I supposed to do with the rest of my life? Am I on the right track? Am I going to be okay? And yet, if there's something I have learned from that time, it's that yes, I am going to be okay. Sure, there's a lot of uncertainty, but uncertainty isn't the enemy. Self-doubt and fear are. It's okay to let go of some of that pressure. Being home brings up other feelings too. There's a familiarity to every little aspect of my day that doesn't exist in college, where I move every year and have to make a new place home. There's a familiarity in my mother's cooking. There's a familiarity in the dog's taps on the stairs as she runs to greet me at the door. There's a familiarity of movement in the hall before I wake up, where I can identify each family member by their footsteps. There's a familiarity of love and comfort and the feeling of home and the feeling of belonging. When I was 18 years old, I went to New York City. In Washington Square Park, there was a person with a typewriter. They offered to write poems for people on the spot. They asked what I wanted mine to be about. The future, I said. The poem by Alexander Jassanis reads as follows. Tomorrow, with its wings open wide, yells promises I can't bear to hear and can't seem to wait for me to grab hold of my fears. But no matter, for soon I will run and I will jump off into the abyss. Here the rushing wind will sing, and my fall will teach me how to catch myself. And with that, I think it's time to go, to take that jump into the abyss, the future. Won't you come with me?